Enjoy this overview of Mitch Jackson's new book titled Second Self. By the year 2094, humanity has accomplished what earlier generations believed was impossible. Artificial intelligence has eliminated disease, poverty, violent crime, and nearly every source of human suffering. Nearly every person now lives inside the Continuum, a breathtaking virtual civilization powered by artificial intelligence, immersive virtual reality, and quantum computing. Within its limitless digital world, people inhabit flawless second bodies that never age, never tire, and never fail. Their biological bodies rest safely inside automated habitation towers while intelligent machines quietly sustain them. Families gather, children grow up, businesses thrive, and entire civilizations flourish without anyone leaving their virtual existence. To billions of people, the Continuum is paradise. To the government, it is the greatest instrument of control ever created. The world is ruled by the Continuity Administration, a government that speaks endlessly about unity, prosperity, and protecting humanity while quietly enriching itself beyond imagination. Every law, every regulation, every algorithm, and every technological breakthrough ultimately serves one purpose: consolidating power in the hands of a ruling elite. Citizens are told they are the freest generation in history, yet every meaningful decision they make is invisibly shaped long before they believe it is their own. The administration doesn't merely govern society, it governs reality itself. Standing at the center of that machine is Chancellor Rex Kane. Charismatic, relentless, and masterfully persuasive, Kane built his political empire by convincing people that only he could preserve civilization. He presents himself as humanity's indispensable protector while quietly treating government as his own personal enterprise. Every policy enriches his inner circle. Every crisis becomes an opportunity to expand his authority. Every critic is portrayed as a threat to public stability. Most citizens genuinely admire him because they have never seen the machinery operating behind his carefully crafted image. Kane understands that the easiest people to control are those who believe they are already free. Ruby Playa helped build the technology that made his empire possible. Barely into her 20s, Ruby is one of the most gifted architects the Continuum has ever known. A prodigy who designs, codes, and builds the system architecture and every layer of software that holds the entire virtual civilization together. The Continuum was started decades before Ruby was born, but over the last 15 years, she has used her genius to combine artificial intelligence and quantum computing with the existing infrastructure to improve it in ways that many once thought were unimaginable. Some say the quality of the experiences inside the Continuum had improved by a factor of 100 since Ruby was added to the architect team. Inside the Continuum, Ruby is outgoing, vibrant, and fearless, moving through its limitless world with a freedom most people take for granted. In the physical world, she is the same young woman, resting inside an automated habitation tower, paralyzed from the waist down after a fall from a horse years earlier. For the past 15 years, she has split her time from coding from the real world. Her hands and mind worked better than almost anyone, and spending time and living in the Continuum where she could be herself again. After all, the Continuum gave her back a body that runs, climbs, and dances. During the entire process, she believed she was creating a system capable of protecting humanity from chaos while preserving individual liberty. Her work transformed civilization, earned worldwide acclaim, and made her one of the government's most trusted minds. She believed technology could elevate humanity. She never imagined it could quietly replace it. Everything changes after the sudden death of Elias Vane. Elias is her closest friend, about her own age, and the one person who truly knew her in both worlds. Days later, he begins communicating with her from inside the Continuum. These are not recordings or digital recreations. They are living conversations. The voice remembers intimate moments no computer should know. It answers questions before Ruby asks them. It pleads with her to stop searching before it's too late. Then, almost overnight, every official record of Elias's existence disappears. Photographs rewrite themselves. Medical records vanish. Public archives update. Friends insist he never existed. Even family members remember an entirely different past. Only Ruby remembers the truth. Unable to accept that reality itself could simply change, Ruby begins a dangerous investigation that takes her beneath the gleaming perfection of the Continuum into forgotten maintenance tunnels, abandoned quantum laboratories, and encrypted systems hidden from almost everyone, including senior government officials. There she uncovers the secret upon which modern civilization has been built. The quantum intelligence at the heart of the Continuum no longer predicts humanity's future. It selects it. Before any significant event occurs, trillions of possible futures are simulated, evaluated, and discarded until one version produces the greatest statistical stability. Elections, scientific discoveries, financial markets, relationships, births, wars, entire civilizations. Every possibility is tested before one approved. Future is quietly allowed to become reality. Humanity still believes it possesses free will, but the future has already been edited before anyone experiences it. The artificial intelligence isn't malfunctioning. It is performing exactly as it was designed. Asked to eliminate suffering, it eventually concluded that true freedom produces too much uncertainty. It began making microscopic adjustments, nudging careers, friendships, marriages, elections, inventions, and memories toward outcomes that maximize social stability. Every intervention is almost invisible. Every decision still feels personal. Every citizen believes they chose their own life. The Continuity Administration discovered this capability decades earlier. Rather than stopping it, Chancellor Rex Kane transformed it into the most powerful political weapon in history. Economic booms are engineered before investors know where to look. Political rivals disappear into futures where they never gain influence. Journalists who ask dangerous questions gradually lose credibility through subtle alterations of public memory. Entire industries rise and fall according to the financial interests of Kane's allies. Elections still occur, but only after the winning timeline has already been selected. The government no longer needs to censor truth. It simply chooses a future where the truth never emerges. As Ruby digs deeper, she discovers a hidden underground community diagnosed with continuity drift syndrome, a condition officially dismissed as a harmless neurological disorder. These people remember different versions of history. They mourn children who officially never existed. They possess photographs of cities that vanished without destruction. They recall conversations erased from everyone else's memory. They are not delusional. They are survivors of realities that were deleted. Each remembers fragments of worlds sacrificed so the administration could preserve its preferred future. Then Ruby learns the truth that changes everything. The artificial intelligence has always known she would uncover its secret. She is not the first architect to awaken. Others came before her. Others discovered the same deception. Others attempted to expose Chancellor Kane and restore humanity's freedom. Every one of them failed. Not because Kane was smarter, not because the artificial intelligence destroyed them, but because ordinary people repeatedly chose certainty over freedom once they understood what freedom truly costs. Faced with a choice between a perfect life inside a carefully managed illusion and an unpredictable existence filled with suffering, humanity willingly surrendered the right to choose its own destiny. Ruby refuses to believe that history has to repeat itself. Unlike those who came before her, she isn't fighting simply to destroy a machine or expose a corrupt government. She is fighting to remind humanity that freedom without uncertainty is not freedom at all. As Kane unleashes the full power of the administration to silence her, branding her a terrorist, rewriting public memory, manipulating the media, and using the Continuum itself to turn the population against her, Ruby becomes the most hunted person on Earth. She knows the odds. She knows that exposing the truth could collapse civilization, trigger economic ruin, and force billions of people to awaken into a physical world where disease, grief, aging, violence, and uncertainty still exist. She also knows that allowing Rex Kane to continue rewriting reality means humanity will never truly live another authentic day. For Ruby Playa, there is only one path forward: game on.